Hello Cancer, I am Poetic Heretic, and this is your March 2017 Tarot Forecast. Do remember you can use these videos for your Sun, Rising, and Moon signs. So let us begin. So you begin the month with the King of Swords here. This card represents your current outside influences right around the beginning of the month. This is the universe encouraging you to have breakthroughs and discoveries above all else. It can also talk about novel ideas and approaches and getting to the truth of things. And then when we look at the next card here for your challenge card, or what may help or hinder you, we have the Three of Swords reversed. And even though it's horizontal for this position, I did pull it reversed for you guys. Now, the reversed meanings are talking about being in a state of denial and not facing the dark side and superficiality. And so basically what it all boils down to is that the challenge for you this month, Cancer, will be to not be in a state of denial and to not refuse to face the dark side, to embrace the truth, get to the truth, as the King of Swords encourages you to do, and face the dark side, and also to have psychological insight, to dig into your psyche and deal with anything that you need to deal with. The Three of Swords reversed typically indicates not having psychological insight, and so again, what it boils down to is you want to embrace that, to dig into your psyche and deal with anything that you need to deal with. For the underlying energy, you have Judgment reversed. This is also talking about that energy of denial, and it can also be like fakery and fraud. This isn't necessarily on your part, but the underlying energy in your life, basically, especially early in the month. So this could be other people around you that are engaged in fakery and fraud, and maybe even other people around you who are in denial about something. So keep that in mind. It's also not looking at the dark side of things. Again, we go back to that, like not looking at subconscious material, not looking at the hidden self, the shadow self. The Judgment card is ruled by Pluto, which talks about all of that dark stuff, the deep, dark issues that we normally don't think about or talk about or look at. That's the planet that rules this card, and it's reversed here, which means that you're probably trying to avoid doing that, regardless of its applicability to other people around you as well. So remember, the theme here basically is to embrace the truth, embrace reality, face the dark side, and you'll be better off for it. For the past and issues you've had to deal with, you have the Ace of Cups reversed. This card is primarily pointing to a loss of love or a relationship breakdown as an issue that you've had to deal with recently that has led to the current situation. It can also be, in a more general sense, just issues surrounding depression and pain and loss, basically. That kind of negative emotion. It's the Ace of Cups, it's talking about emotion, and here it is reversed. And let's see here. Now, also with the King of Swords being a court card, this could refer to an adult male air sign. And notice how the Three of Swords is crossing over him and he's immediately following this. This could even be the character that you had issues with for some of you, because he's showing up right at the start here. Maybe you had a relationship with an adult male air sign that you lost, and maybe now you're not fully processing that, or you're not wanting to fully process the impact of that. And the cards are basically saying that you need to do that. Now, for what you hope to achieve, you have the World card reversed. So it's another one of those, twists on the hope to achieve position, because the World card reversed is talking about, a lot of dark and unwanted stuff, but obviously that's not what you're hoping to achieve. And so when we look at the upright meanings of the World card, the more positive meanings, this is a card of great achievement and success, and the culmination of something that you've been working on or that you've been waiting for. Like, this is when it finally happens. This is the completion. This is the grand finale. This is the manifestation. However, the card is reversed. So it's like saying that while you're reaching for that and you're hoping to achieve that grand achievement or celebration, whatever it is, you feel like you cannot achieve it, or you feel like it is blocked in some way. And when we look back down here, what's probably blocking it is that some part of you doesn't want to go through some kind of psychological insight or facing of the darker side necessary to facilitate that kind of true, authentic completion and achievement and harmony. This is a card, when upright, of great harmony and great, again, celebration. So this can be yours, but you will have to go through this dark journey first if you want it to happen. For the near future, you have the Queen of Pentacles reversed. This is talking about problems around an investment or enterprise. Can also be like bad business decisions, or a business goes wrong or has problems. Bad decisions and investments in general. Now, it can also talk about, again, and I've got to be honest, being disconnected with reality. So again, we have that theme going here, where early in the month, you're most likely to still not have that awareness of reality, at least if you haven't, prior to that, exercise your will to change that by this point. This can also indicate a lack of control over financial resources, a lack of control over money. And so there is that to watch out for early in the month. Now, for your attitude or position on the situation about halfway through the month, you have the Four of Pentacles reversed. This is again talking about that lack of control, particularly around money and order and security. You're feeling like you don't have things under control. Whether you do or not, you're feeling like you do not. You're feeling like things are not fully stable. And or this can also be like a loss of faith in something that is in order or structure in your life. A loss of faith in a structure in your life. In other words, like a job, or your home life or your family life, a loss of faith in the stability of that. And it could easily be all three of those, because this is Pentacles, first of all, which is talking about money, also known as discs in other decks. The Four of Pentacles, the Four of Discs, which is talking about money, but it's also a four, which is talking about the home and family and stability and security. And so whether or not this reflects any actual reality, you are feeling at least like things are not fully stable. But remember, that's only how you're feeling. It's not necessarily reflecting manifested reality. For the outside force coming in, you have the Empress. And this is some very good news, basically. The Empress is the energy of healing and nurturing and rest and relaxation and beauty and nature and abundance. And what this will most likely manifest as for the vast majority of you will be, well, one of two things. One, a person, like an actual woman, like the Empress herself, enters your life, and she is very nurturing and very healing, and she helps you in some significant way. That's the first possibility. The second possibility is that this doesn't take the form of a person, but something happens that brings forth that healing, nurturing energy that uplifts you and soothes any discord that you might be feeling and assists you significantly. Notice how we're doubling on the threes here as well. Threes talking about communication, and so there could be improvements in communication as well to look forward to. And while we're on the subject of people, also with the Queen of Pentacles reversed, keep in mind that could be an adult female earth sign early in the month, only this person is not likely to be so helpful. She's reversed. She could be problematic for you. So another thing to keep in mind. But the Empress over here, she is helpful pretty much no matter what. So whether this is a person for you, like manifests as a person, or a situation or development or whatever, this will be good news. This will be uplifting, healing, nurturing energy to help you out. For your hopes or fears, you have the Death card. Now this really didn't surprise me, actually, because of the energy that you guys have got going on earlier in the month here, especially. You know, the Death card's all about change and transformation, and right back to that Plutonic energy that we talked about with the Judgment card. You guys, I've got to be honest, are afraid of change, the change that you need. You're afraid of some kind of inner transformation. You're afraid of engaging in this psychological insight that you need in order to move forward. You're afraid possibly even of your hidden self or your shadow self or your true self. You get the idea, basically. And so, of course, again, the message of this card and others is to not do that, to embrace the psychological insight and embrace the darker side. Face the facts, face the truth, face reality, and embrace the change and transformation. And what that also will lead to, indicated particularly with the Death card, is deep emotional healing. And so again, you know, the indicators are strong. Whatever you went through in the past, you are going to heal from it completely, as long as you're willing to face it. So that's the message of the cards, basically. For the outcome, you have the Page of Wands reversed. this is going to be another one of those situations where, in my opinion, in my intuitive interpretation, um, this could be either very positive or very negative. Now, and that's going to depend on what kind of path you take on the choices that you make. You know, do you make the right choices or do you make the not so right choices? So, negatively, to start with that, this is a card of the end of freedom and heavy responsibilities. So, whatever you had going on here earlier with a work-related situation, most likely, this could still be that, or it could be some kind of problems around the home where now you have more heavy responsibilities and you're feeling weighed down by them. And it could be that you're still not over what happened back here, basically, with the Ace of Cups reversed, the loss of love or the despair, the depression, whatever, that you're still not fully over that. Now that's the negative possibility. The positive possibility, if you make good choices, basically, if you do the inner work that you need to do, then this is an outcome of calmness and peace. This is an outcome of taking life easily, of more restraint and less wildness. This is a time of things just calming down. And what's likely to happen is, remember back here with the World card reversed, if you do the inner work, then you achieve the upright meanings of this card, which is the completion of a grand cycle or phase in your life, the grand finale of something that you've been wanting or working on for a long time. And now that that's complete, it's like you have this period of rest, this period of just taking life easily, and not being quite so wild, not quite so spontaneous and extroverted and focused on the physical world around you, but instead being more peaceful and just kind of taking a time out from things and taking life easily again. So, that's it for that. It could be positive or it could be negative depending on your willingness to do the inner work, basically. So that's about it, Cancer. This has been a really interesting and dynamic spread. It was very fascinating to look at here. And also one more thing just to keep in mind with the Page of Wands reversed being a court card, this could also take the form of a young fire sign at the end of the month who is influential, probably in not such a positive way, but still influential nevertheless at the end of the month. So just one more potential character to keep in mind here. But yes, overall, looks like while you have some challenges to face, do the inner work, face the dark side, embrace reality, and do what you have to do to follow the call of your destiny, as the Judgment card encourages you to do, to follow the call of your destiny and to bring forth that hidden content within yourself and be transformed, and you will end the month in a very peaceful and positive state. So there you go, Cancer. I hope you enjoyed and I hope you have a great month. This has been a tarot forecast for the sign of Cancer for March 2017 from Poetic Heretic. Don't forget to rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe, and thanks for watching.